And we're back with one of the coolest helicopters I think I've ever seen. This is a UH-60 BLACKHAWK. Pretty scale. It's absolutely beautiful. We have all the ordnance, refueling probe. Now there's some pros and some cons before I even fly it. Big pro, just how beautiful this thing is. Haven't been this excited about a helicopter in a long time. These little doors right here, they even open up. They don't open up that far. They're kind of finicky to open, but they do open, which is super cool. One of the negatives, guys, my wheel came broken. Bummer. It has a nice suspension. The strut even fell off. And you know what? I think it's a design fault because this helicopter on the floor, which has GPS, the same thing. It's literally the same model, painted different. This one has GPS, this one doesn't. This wheel also came broken. Now you see I tried gluing it there. I don't think that's the right fix for it. To be honest, if you buy one of these and yours does come broken, I'm pretty sure you just want to drill that out with a Dremel and put a better screw and bolt on there, and you'll probably be pretty solid. Now, kind of a problem because they're not cheap helicopters. So, I mean, if you guys do get one of these and the wheel comes broken, I'm sure Banggood will fix that for you. But they need to fix, because 2 in a row, I don't think that's a fluke. I just think it's bad design. Other than that, the GPS one flew amazing. I'm excited to fly this. I actually haven't flown this yet. I just want to go over the remotes real quick. So the one with GPS, you can tell the remote is pretty fancy. And this kind of resembles more of a drone style helicopter, right? It'll hold its position and you pretty much can't shut off any of the gyros or safe modes. Now this is going to fly more like a traditional helicopter. On the remote here, we have 6G and 3D. So 6G is going to be our 6-axis gyro to keep it level. Now we'll also be able to shut that off, and it's going to be true collective pitch. So we're going to have this centered. That's up. If I want to go inverted, that's down, which we're going to try that today. We also have high and low rates, and we're going to have our hold position, like a typical helicopter. Not really sure what this does, but I'm excited to find out with you guys. Now the remote's pretty nice. It feels good in my hands, you know, pretty basic. But it's nice. Now the batteries for this thing is pretty cool. They're smart batteries. Optional light slides in each battery. And to turn it on, just hold it, light turns on, tells us how much battery juice we have. Now, I just want to run through the case real quick and tell you about the case. The box the helicopter comes in is going to double as a carrying case. You're not going to want to get rid of that. And the foam is pretty soft, so it's definitely going to protect it. So you have your basic instructions. These little things right here actually go on your transmitter sticks to protect it while you're moving this thing around. So that's a nice touch too. Also comes with a bunch of spare parts. We're going to have blades, another tail rotor, some screwdrivers and other tools, and some hardware. So definitely hold on to that. These are going to be for the batteries, and that last one is actually for the charger adapter, which I'll show you in a second. My least favorite part about this is going to be that they didn't actually account for, once that refueling probe is on, this doesn't fit back in the helicopter. My opinion, that should be quick release, which you'll hear me say it again later in the video. The charger it comes with is pretty nice. It has a little screen on it, so we're going to be able to monitor our volts while the battery is being charged. But the best part is that little white adapter is actually able to plug in to our regular charger, so we'll be able to charge these things a lot faster and more efficient, bringing these things back to storage volts after we're done using them. And just like that, we're ready for the official maiden. Let's see how she goes. All right. Throttle hold is, and we're going up in safe mode or gyro mode. Oh yeah, look at that. Just gonna hold it there for a second. Couple twists. All right, let's show you guys the power. We're going up. Nice. And we're coming down. So it doesn't like that in safe mode. Let me see something. Let's see what this gear switch does. Did it bring the head speed up? I think it did. So that's full speed forward. Oh, she got some speed to it. Guys, the wind is kicking pretty hard right now. The tail rotor definitely has enough power. It's a little loud, but that little light on the front makes it super nice. So that's what the, guys, that's what that gear switch on the top left does, is it changes the head speed of the model. So I'm gonna bring it close so maybe you guys could actually hear that. So that's in low mode. If I hit it, you hear it kick on a little higher, and it's definitely a lot faster. BLACKHAWK heli. I'm telling you, it's pretty easy to fly with this gyro on. All right, I'm liking it. Bring that head speed down, preserve our battery a little. Let's do some nice scale flying. And if only that wheel was good. Now, it's been a long time since I flew an actual helicopter like this, so going inverted might be a bit of a challenge, but we're gonna do it. On the next battery pack, we're sending this thing inverted. Let's try to keep it in one piece on the maiden flight. And let me know in the comments, man, do you guys love the way this looks? Is that broken wheel a deal breaker for you? Oh yeah. I wish somebody else was here. We could get both of these helis in the air. Now, each has its own place, you know. Not everybody wants to spend all that money and get an RC helicopter with GPS. You know, if they want a GPS, a lot of people are just gonna buy a drone, which I definitely get, but it's kind of nice having the GPS if you have the money to do it and your helicopter skills aren't that good, because, you know, essentially anyone can fly. I had my niece flying it in my backyard the other day. Complete peace of mind. GPS gives you peace of mind. But this right here, this is for the people that actually wanna learn how to fly a helicopter, because this will transition into flying hobby grade helicopters, which is pretty important if this is one of those things that you're gonna wanna stick with. Wow, this thing looks good in the air. Now, as you might have heard me say, the only fault in that carrying case is that once that refueling probe is on, it doesn't fit back in. So they should have made that refueling probe quick release like they did with all the missiles. The refueling probe is the only thing on this helicopter that gets screwed on. Not really sure why they did it that way, but look at that. Oh yeah, she is pretty. I'm going full throttle up, all right? Let's do it. And we're up. Now again, that's low head speed. Is our battery dying? You know, it's funny, I think the lights are supposed to indicate that. Now, so we're still green up top. I think if the light on top turns red, that means our battery's dying and we gotta bring it in for a land, which, if I read the manual right, I think we only got like 15, 20 seconds to get it in once that light turns red. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the head speed and we're gonna go do a full speed pass. So we got full head speed. It's pretty fast, man. Going back to low head speed. It's a little easier for me to control. Like I said, guys, I haven't flown a helicopter in a long time. Now, I believe we'll probably get 5 to 8 minutes of flight on these things. I don't know how long I've been. How long I haven't been in the air for? Do you know?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's bring this thing in. Let's not break it. Let's get that other battery. Actually, if I go above our heads, we can check those LEDs. Where we at? Oh no, we still got juice. We got juice, guys. UH-60. Aside from that broken wheel, I'm really liking this thing. It's got good speed, handles well, remote feels comfortable in my hand. The lights look absolutely amazing. Plenty of power. These 200 size that Bangor releases always have a ton of power. I would go lower, but I got a golden retriever laying in the runway. Pan to the golden. She's just loving life right now. Let's hover over her. Putting the dog at risk. All right, Chloe, do you consent for a low hover? Tell you what, I'm not gonna go directly over her, but see if she looks at it. She looking at it? not even phased. Chloe has been around RC since she was born, so this stuff is, normally dogs chase them, go crazy. She is not worried about it whatsoever. All right, let's bring it in for a land. Next battery, I'm gonna try some 3D, which you guys don't really know me flying helis too well, but might not go too well. So here's what we do. We bring it in and we hit that hold and that kills the motor. Just like that, first flight in the books. I think we got good run time. I think it looks good in the air. I think it had some good power. That missing wheel, man. Come on. Let's get this other battery in. Let's see this thing inverted. I'm not even taking the battery out yet, but I just want you guys to see. We still got some good juice on this thing. So 5 minutes, the way I was flying, I probably could have been in high speed for 5-6 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know. I got to run this all the way till E and see how much flight time we actually get out of it. But watch the take it out. Pretty simple. Well, first off, we'll shut it off. Just hold this to shut it off. Now it's off. You pinch these right here, and then it slides out. Just like that, you have our battery. Here's our other battery. Slide it in. You're going to hear it click, and then push the button. Let me explain to you guys how these things actually go inverted. So when we go into 3D mode, you're going to see that green light turn red. And with a collective pitch helicopter, the throttle or the RPM of the actual propeller stays the same. What happens when you go up on the sticks, you see the pitch there? That's bringing the helicopter up. Now, if you go down, it brings the helicopter down. So when you're inverted, if I go down on the sticks, it's going to push the helicopter up. If I go up on the sticks, it's going to bring it down. And that's how it works. So if I'm flying like this, you know, I'm kind of just staying there and I want to go inverted, I bring it like this. And as I'm bringing it, I slowly transition my hand so that it flies inverted. Now, in theory, it sounds simple. Actually doing it, especially with wind like this, a little bit difficult. So let's get this up. We'll try it. Now, this whole flight, I'm going to hope to leave it in 3D mode. We'll see how that goes. Here we go. Now again, I got full control of this thing, guys. Let's get it up, 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 and we're going inverted. A little sketchy.
Careful with the dog.
Let's do a back loop. Now again, this is what's super cool. I just want to see where my switch is because, all right, let me show you. Worst case scenario, we're about to crash. I hit that 3D, back to 6G, and our gyro kicks on. So now our gyro's on. Let's do that again. You ready? So I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go inverted, and then I'm gonna hit that switch, back to level. So again, we call these progressive helicopters. Now, as you guys see, my 3D skills are probably one of the worst 3D pilot skills on YouTube, but that's because I don't fly these much, so maybe I'll start practicing a little more. Let's go back into 3D mode. Helicopters terrify me. It's also a lot faster. Oh, in 3D mode. Let's see.
3D mood.
Here we go. Full speed, 3D mode. That thing is cooking. And we're going big loop, big loop, big loop, big loop. Tell you what, not terrible. Definitely not great. Let's do an aileron roll. Let's see if I can hold it inverted for a second. One of the issues with like 3Ding one of these helicopters, there's no expo on these remotes. So it makes it a little difficult, especially with somebody like me with jittery fingers. It's super hard to keep my fingers from shaking because helicopters frighten me. All right, so we're going back to 3D mode.
What's happening? You're doing somersaults?
Trying to stay inverted. My fingers are literally shaking. That's why I didn't put the camera on my hands. So I hit the gyro switch just to save myself the headache of sending this thing barreling into the floor. But I hope you guys are noticing. It's pretty capable. And it's really fast. I hit that switch again. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Gyro's on. Let's bring that thing back. We're out at the moon right now. Gyro saved me with helicopters, man. I have a Blade 360 CFX, and I do not fly it because there's no gyro. But hey, don't count me out, because I'm gonna start flying these more, and I'm gonna get good at flying them, I promise you guys. You're gonna see me at Joel Nall headlining the show in about 2 years.
No.
Yeah, that's not a money back guarantee. That's just me gassing myself up early in the morning. All right, last time inverted. We're gonna call it a day. I want to stay inverted. Let's go sideways inverted. Oh, at least I could do that. A lot of people can't even do that. Oh boy. All right, let's get her in. Let's get her in. Okay.
That scared me.
Woo. Take it easy, all right? Take it easy. You got terrified, huh?
Because I was so zoomed in and it would look like it was
coming right at
like
you?
right there.
I will always jump in front of the helicopter before it gets to you. Guys, there it is. UH-60, capable. Pilot, not so capable, but I think the helicopter's a win. I think, you know, if you're looking for a real helicopter to progress with, this is definitely going to be your option over the GPS. If you just want something cool to fly with, the GPS one is definitely the better option for somebody that really doesn't know how to fly. I'm going to leave the video to the GPS helicopter in the description, as well as the link for this and a discount code. So if you guys are interested in this, definitely, you know, click the link, check it out, and let me know if you buy one. Let me know if yours comes without that broken wheel. I'll post a short form video of me fixing that. Like I said, Dremel it out, just put a bigger bolt. I'm definitely keeping this one because I just think it's super cool, super scale looking, just all around a beautiful model. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, and thank God we both have our heads still.